how's it going, everybody? It's Shitty Titties. Wait, what the fuck is my name again? I don't even know. And my mic was up loud once a fucking again. I don't understand what Audacity likes about, destroying what this $40 headset was for, you know what I'm saying? It's a wireless, that's why it costed that much. I'm not talking about the quality, but, let's just go ahead and get started. Before I do that, though, I just want to get a couple of things out the way. These are some things I'm not going to be going full in depth on. Akame got killed today, which is December 14th, 2014. Thank God that anime is shit. Advanced Warfare is free on Steam for like 3 more hours. I played the game. In short, it crashed 11 times and locked up my PC twice. So, yeah. When I was playing it, I was actually having a really good time, because it actually takes skill. But besides that, yeah, I don't recommend picking it up yet, if you're on PC. I know I still really want to pick it up, because I did have fun playing it, but that thing is incompatible as shit on my AMD stuff. And that's really the only things that I wanted to get out of the way. So going on into the gaming news, there's a PS4 20th edition 20th edition anniversary, or 20th anniversary edition. Well, I can't speak today. I woke up like half an hour ago, so excuse me. It sold for $15,000 on eBay. What the hell? It's a silver PS4. Everything is silver. It looks like the original PlayStation. Does it look good as fuck? Yes. But 15,000? No fucking way. I mean, like, my only thoughts on this, to be honest, are like, don't you want to play this shit? But like, if you're buying something that's $15,000 that runs like everybody else's, what's the point? Like, a $15,000, like, couldn't you have just painted this fucking silver on? Why? Why would you buy this for $15,000? That price is so ridiculous. I don't even know about that one. Steam's winter, this is all going to be about Steam. There's 2 articles I want to talk about. The winter sale starts on December 18th. That is approximately 4 days from now. Here's my thing. Most sales last a week on Steam, but I think this will be the exception and last 2 weeks, because if it starts the 18th, it ends on Christmas Day. There is no way in hell Steam would fucking close their sale on Christmas Day. So what I'm assuming is that it's gonna go from December 18th till probably the end of the year. Probably till around December 31st, maybe December 3rd, which would be exactly 2 weeks. I don't see that coming, though. I see more of the December 3rd, or not December 3rd, but the beginning of the year. The other thing that's going to be going on, or that did go on, was the Steam holiday auction. Holiday auction, my bad. And pretty much, you would, like, trash some of your inventory cards, and they would give you gems. And you can use those gems to earn up for certain games. So in other words, you're using gems as a currency to buy games. But this was shut down because some people use some exploits to, in other words, get shit they shouldn't have got. There are people that were duplicating gems, propping out their own gems to, like, their own gem count just to win bids and stuff like that. There are people being reported, and so Steam said, fuck it, this is too chaotic and people can't play by the fucking rules. Personally, this doesn't bother me because I didn't have much in my inventory. I saw a lot of my shit or made badges out of it already for the Steam summer sale. So I'm Steam level 11, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, this doesn't really affect me, although I do feel bad for you guys that were actually having fun doing this, because it did seem fun. But there's always that one group of fucking people that has to ruin shit for everybody else, regardless of, knowing the consequences. They just don't really give a shit. They have to get what they get. Now the question is, did everybody that did this get punished or not? Or what exactly, how did they handle this out? Because I do know that people got reported, but I'm not sure if people were actually, like, their accounts were taken down or anything like that. I don't know, maybe we'll get more information, but I doubt we will. In Final Fantasy related news, Square Enix was being a bitch this week. Here's something that I'm not going to talk much about. Blasian had bought Final Fantasy 13-2, I think it was, or was it 10-2? No, it was 13-2 on the PC. He said that that game is optimized to like shit and that it ran at like 15 frames per second. Let it be known that he has, what is it? I thought he had an AMD 6 core and a GTX 770. So his hardware is not the issue. Let's throw that out there. Now, in other, Final Fantasy news, Square Enix, I know about the entire the entire Final Fantasy 7 news, where Final Fantasy 7 is going to be ported to the PS4. It's not going to be remastered, and they trolled the shit out of everybody. I was not watching that live, and when they said Final Fantasy to the PS4, nothing about remastering clicked in my head. Like, I assumed they were going to port it. Why? Because it's Square Enix. Fuck Square Enix. We still don't have Dragon Quest X in the West, and I will keep saying that until we get that fucking game, which will never happen. But yeah, did you guys really expect to get Final Fantasy 7? It's Square Enix. I think that's the thing that you guys are forgetting. I was expecting them, if they did Final Fantasy 7, to actually port it over, as shitty as that may sound, because I don't trust Square Enix. There's no way in hell I could trust Square Enix. But yeah, that was just kind of fucking stupid. It was a really stupid idea just for them to kind of hype everybody up for it. They might as well have just said, we will be porting Final Fantasy 7 over to the PlayStation 4. Don't you want to play some 32-bit graphic games on your next-gen console, right? In other Final Fantasy news, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remastered will be coming to PS4. There's going to be a 2-pack set to hit the PS4 next spring for $50 or $49.99. It's going to include all of the system exclusives and stuff like that at a retail and download. So yeah, I think there's still going to be a PC release. Oh, no, we're talking about Final Fantasy 7 there, never mind. So my thoughts on this. See, this is what the fuck you should have done. Why the hell port over Final Fantasy 7 when you could have legitimately just done fucking 10 or 10-2? There was no point. You didn't have to announce Final Fantasy 7 coming back to the fucking PS4. Why not either, number one, remaster the fucking game, or number two, just don't fucking talk about it at all. It's been on, like, what? It was on PlayStation 3, it was on PlayStation, I thought it was on PS2. It's been ported over, and I thought it was on Vita too. It's been ported over a shit ton of times. It's even on PC. So why get fans hyped for some shit like this, Square Enix? I don't understand. Like I said, I personally wasn't hyped. I didn't give a shit. But there was no point that you needed to do this. In other Final Fantasy news, Final Fantasy 15, the demo, is coming exclusive to the Final Fantasy Type 0 HD Collector's Edition. That is weird. Now, you understand what I'm saying, right? The disc, like the demo, is coming exclusive with another Final Fantasy remaster. That's going to be weird. There's going to be a digital code if you buy Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I don't have a PS4. I don't have an Xbox One. I plan on getting a PS4 before an Xbox One for Persona 5 and Tizzies, along with Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, so I will wait, and this is going to be the game that I want. I really do want this game, bad. But I don't understand why not just make the demo public instead of having, people to buy the game to get the demo. I understand from a business standpoint that you want that game to sell. But from another standpoint, do you really think people are gonna buy Final Fantasy Type 0? Because there's been like no trailers for it. A lot of people don't know about it, and the only console it's going to sell on probably is the PS4. It's not going to sell on Xbox One. I highly doubt it will sell on Xbox One. We can wait, but I don't think it will. But I just think that it would give more people a chance if you just put the game out on like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. I think that this is limiting, what people can actually play or what people can experience. And I don't think making people buy another game that's approximately, what is it going to be, like, what, $50, I think? It might be $50. That's what I'm thinking. If it's that much, I understand. Look, there's a collector's edition and everything, but I don't think everybody wants to buy Type 0 HD. And now you're forcing them to buy Type 0 HD just to get the demo for Final Fantasy 15. And I don't think that's right. I think you guys should just, Square Enix should just release the demo publicly. Maybe the people that get Final Fantasy Type 0 get the demo earlier. That would make sense, but let them they're the only ones that get the demo. I don't think that's right, but that's just me. Thank all of you gentlemen and women for telling me in the comments last week that Street Fighter 5, it was actually exclusive, or this isn't even exclusive. It's coming to PS4 and PC. They keep saying exclusive to PS4 and PC. You idiots! If it's coming to 2 platforms, it's not exclusive. But thank you guys in the comments for telling me that Phil Spencer had said something. He said, "I'd love it if Xbox fans could play all games, but business just makes some deals happen. It's all about, or it's all a part of competition. Love the idea of game franchise bartering. I'll work on making amends for Street Fighter. Business deals happen. We won't do all of them. When we do, or when we have a first-party franchise in a genre, I'd rather invest in ours." So what he's talking about is Killer Instinct, and he's saying that he'd rather invest in Killer Instinct than he would in Street Fighter 5. I don't see where you're coming from that perspective. I would have paid whatever I had to do to get Street Fighter 5 on my console, regardless of how they sell on Xbox consoles. I think they don't sell a lot. I know one of them sold 1 million. I thought Street Fighter 4 sold 1 million. On the Xbox 360, but this is a big game. you can't just let this go, Microsoft. This is one of those things I don't think you can possibly let go. And I know Capcom is in the they're in the dirt. They're fucked. But I think if Sony was helping them make this game, then it's completely different. Sony's gonna have an abundance of fighters. They're gonna have Persona 4 Arena. They're gonna have Guilty Gear, Tekken, Street Fighter, and the Xbox is gonna have what? Killer Instinct. Is it getting Tekken? I thought it was getting Tekken, but I don't think it's getting Guilty Gear. And it's not gonna have Blaze Blue probably. When that ever comes out on next gen, which is like it's just like promised to come out on next gen eventually. Probably Chrono Phantasma will come out on next gen. But yeah, you're gonna be running short on fighting games soon, and I don't think you can survive solely on Killer Instinct. Oh, Injustice too. Both consoles have Injustice, but that game's kind of dead right now. So yeah, that doesn't really give anybody an advantage. On to the anime news. Not much really happened this week. There was a new anime announced called My Wife is the Student Council President. The way I thought about this was Kaichou Maid-sama, because the name is really self-explanatory. Like the student or the president works at a maid cafe. This kind of sounds like the same thing. Only it's gonna be centered all around the school is what I'm assuming, and in the bed. This is gonna be some freaky shit. I will be giving this a watch whenever it comes out. I think it's probably going to come out sometime in summer of next year. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know if that's true or not. It has not been confirmed. But yeah, I will say that this looks interesting. I covered this because Panda, the Panda Supreme, is probably jumping out of his fucking socks right now, just like, oh my gosh, another romance, a shoujo, yes. Fucking Miyazaki just has some shit to always say. Hayao Miyazaki, we all know the man. Final works, and what is it? The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness. There was a documentary on him and shit like that. Uh, what the fuck is with this man hating otakus? He just can't fucking stand these people. And this man put out a statement this week. He was in an interview, and they had asked him to unload about otakus, and this is quote unquote what he said. Otaku? The people I hate most are those gun otaku. Speaking honestly, I think they're really low level, and out of firearm fans, the pistol nuts are the worst. They're the ones that have the most immature character traits left over. Haha, don't you agree? This man is so goddamn pretentious. And I don't fucking understand. How the fuck you hate your own fans? I get the fact that yes, there are some people that make this community look fucking terrible. Like the people that are like when people support like what do you call it? When people buy merchandise, that's completely different. But when there's people that are like walking outside in like a fucking anglerfish costume for fucking Love Live, or no, not Love Live, Girls in Panzer, that makes the community look fucking stupid. And there are some people that are really immature. I do understand where he's coming from that angle, but I just don't see the need to constantly hate on these people. Leave them alone, Miyazaki. I watched something last night with Corey. It was called Me Me Me, and it was something with Miyazaki and Hideki Anno, aka what's his name? Neon Genesis Evangelion. So it was Evangelion and Miyazaki, and they both fucking hate otakus, and they produced like this thing called Me Me Me. It's spelled M-E-M-E-M-E. There's a site for it. There's like 30 OVAs out right now for it, I thought. You guys should really just check out like the first 2 episodes, I think, or the first episode. It's really fucking weird. But I don't really understand why you would keep talking about this thing you fucking hate. Just ignore it. Act like it doesn't exist, Miyazaki. Stop being such a pretentious asshole. Shitty Fuckers 0, Season 2 has a preview. Shitty Fuckers. Aldenoa 0, Season 2 has a preview again. See, here's the problem. Last season would have been a 5 because all the characters were shit. And there were so many assholes, I couldn't believe it. But spoiler alert, if you don't know, not only are all those assholes and undeveloped characters still going to be here, the people that got shot are all coming back, as in they were never shot. So why? What the fuck, man? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand why people are coming back. I don't understand why Inoho's back, while the princess is back, why Sazabam is back. These people should have just died. And that made me drop my score from Aldenoa 0 from a 5 to a 4. Because now there's too many assholes. And you know what? It's a really enjoyable show. It's one of my, like, top 10 most enjoyed shows of the year. It's also in, like, my top 10 worst shows of the year. Because it is a terrible show. There's not much that stands out about it. It's just that fact that, hey, anybody could die at any moment. It's not even Geno Rabuchi writing it anymore. I think it was the scriptwriter for fucking Pico writing it. But, yeah, you know, this isn't something that I feel like should have gone the way it did. Aldenoa 0 shouldn't have gone the way it did. But, speaking of Aldenoa 0, it has a new opening. It's called Ampersand Z. I'm not fucking joking. That is legitimately the name of the opening. It's like, you know, like the and symbol and Z. It's going to be performed by Mizuki, aka Sawano's bitch, as I like to call her. The ending is going to be called Genesis. It's going to be performed by Aoi, aka First Kill a Kill, I think. And Sword Art Online, like Ignite, the second opening for the first season of Sword Art Online. They're not doing the second one. Yeah. So, you know, music-wise, you know, I don't know, it's still a fucking 10. But I just really don't want to see this again. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. I'm also going to give it probably a 3. Tsukimonogatari has another anime preview, and this shit looks fucking weird. Shaft, these head tilts. Really, nigga? Really? The preview overall looks really weird. I know. I still need to watch Bake. Shut up. I am going to be watching it either this week or over winter break. Winter break starts Thursday. No, technically my first day, full day of winter break is Friday. For winter breaks technically starts at 1:40 on Thursday. So with that being said, I do plan on giving Bake a watch. I think it's 12 episodes of 30-minute lengths, and then I'm gonna go on from the series from there. I'm gonna do a Shaft month. You just wait. But yeah, Tsuki anime preview out. Looks really fucking interesting. It's gonna be airing on New Year's Eve. Alright then. That's gonna be weird. I thought Koro Monogatari was coming out on New Year's Eve too, but I'm not sure. I think there's gonna be 4 episode adaptations. It's only gonna be 4. They're probably gonna be of hour length. Kind of like how Hana Monogatari was 5 episodes. They all came out on the same day. They were hour length. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen with Suki Monogatari, but I'm not sure. That's it on that department. But our last article, speaking of hour-long episodes, Unlimited Blade Works is going to have a hour-long season finale, an hour-long episode 12, before it goes on hiatus till April. You all know how I feel about Ufotable doing hour-long episodes. I don't like them. I feel as if they info dump way too fucking much. I feel like they are really fucking boring. I just feel like they should just make these 30-minute long episodes, but I feel as if the exposition that they're doing, if it's going to be done like episode 9, it needs to be in an hour-long episode, or it needs to be marathoned. No way you can watch that shit weekly, but yeah, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, depending on how they handle it, but I am really skeptical and worried. And from what I read in the article, I think the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to get the equivalent of 16 episodes done. I don't know why they just don't do 16 episodes in the first season. I'm assuming it's because they've put way too much fucking budget into it, but with that being said, if you're still adapting the equivalent length of 16 episodes, what's the difference from this just adapting 16 episodes? There are screenshots on it too. I will have the article in the description. There's Twitter screenshots. You'll probably have to find like a translator, like Google Translate or some shit, to read them. But all they're talking about, from the most part, from what I've understood, is that it's going to be, they're trying to reach 16 episodes equivalent. So why not just make 16 episodes? That's my question. The hour-long thing, I don't know how that's going to play out. I really do hope that it's not boring as shit, like Fate Zero's was, like the beginning of Fate Zero was. I also hope it's not full of info dumping. Ufotable has trouble with these type of hour-long season finales, and I'm worried about how this is going to handle, but I am somewhat looking forward to it. I'll have to wait and see, but I'm not going to get my hopes up high. Along with that, Heaven's Feel is in the working. We all know about Heaven's Feel. But yeah, anyways, I think that is all the news that we have for today. There wasn't much to talk about this week. I know this video, I think, is short. Is it shorter or longer? I can't tell. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment. Like I said, Akame got killed today, so thank God. The second coming of Jesus is coming, apparently, if Akame got killed something. That shit still hasn't sold 500 to what is it? I don't think it's even sold 1 million in Japan yet, manga-wise. It's a shitty franchise, a shitty show. It's shit all around. Yeah, you heard me. I just went on my Akame got killed rant for the day, and that was only 5 minutes. I can't wait till rant on the last episode. I'm telling you, I will do a final episode review. But anyways, I will see you guys. The fuck am I doing? I will see you guys later. Deuces.